Hi, Joy. Yeah, today I have decided to come on. It's morning for me here. To come on a bit earlier to see whoever can join me at a different time. I'm just setting up. Give me 1 second. We'll wait maybe for a couple of more people to join. I'm just getting comfortable still here. Hey, whoever is here. How have you been, Joy? It's a very gloomy but cozy morning for me here. I'm sorry if the camera will be moving a little bit because I am currently set up on a bed. Very comfy, but sometimes because it's not hard surface, sometimes the camera may move. Hi everyone. Let's tap in. So as usual, whoever has joined, what we're gonna do today, actually we're not gonna do the, maybe we will. We'll see. The collective usually is what I start with. And some of the questions that people may have for the private readings can be answered in the collective check-in. And I'll also be doing the quick pick a card for the outcome of your situation if you have any questions in mind. I'm gonna use some grapefruit essential oil. I love this stuff, man. It's so intense. I don't know if anyone tried the grapefruit essential oil, but it is amazing. Okay, let's go. For the collective portion, I'm gonna quickly check in to see what's happening spiritually with you, and we'll go for the pick a card. And then, if anyone is in need of reading, you know what to do. It's in the pinned comment in the comment section, and we'll end with live private readings. Okay, let's see what is up with you all here today. Whoever is watching or will be watching this reading later on today. I want to start with these two. And I want to adjust the camera a little bit, so bear with me. It's gonna make sounds. Okay, the theme here today. For a lot of you, you're being asked to take it slow. And I had this, I think, in one of the piles. I don't remember if it was for Patreon reading or it was for the last pick a card that I put out. But I remember very clearly, for someone out there, the cards were saying, slow down, take some time to rejuvenate, take some time off if you can, don't rush making very important decisions. Now's the time for you to be as grounded as possible. Now's the time for you to truly focus a little bit more on being human. What is something around me that is physical that I can enjoy? Is it the presence of people? Is it just enjoying a cup of coffee? So cheers to you. Is it enjoying really good, nutritious foods around me? Some of you, maybe you're very focused here with trust the timing on your goals, and that is good. But we're seeing every time I pull this card, I know that someone is either very focused on the past or on the future. And when they're super focused on the future, for example, they start kind of like subconsciously competing with time. I have to go, I have to get this done, I have to, and they don't really have enough time to enjoy their surroundings right now. ground yourself, be earthed. Now, some of you maybe are in need of doing a bit of earthing, if you know what that means. Maybe you want to buy something that helps you. And I'm seeing specifically a plate. I don't know, I forgot how it's called exactly. A plate that kind of soaks in any energies that we are really not needed. For example, the Wi-Fi, the connection, all of that jazz. Some people put it next to them when they charge in their phones, just under the phone. Let me find how it's called. Give me 1 second. It's Shungite plate. If you want to look it up, they have a lot of different ones out there. It's anti-radiation, EMF protection. If you never heard of it before, do a bit of searching, research, and see if that's something that would be helpful for you. Okay. Now, earth in itself can come through in many different ways, but it overall refers to the discovery that bodily contact with the earth, natural electric charge, stabilizes the physiology at the deepest levels, reduces inflammation, pain, and stress, improves blood flow, energy, and sleep. Now, there are again different ways to do earthing if you want to do a bit of research, but I feel like for overall, for all of us here, we're being asked at this moment to do as many things as we can that make us feel present here. And I don't know why I'm hearing sane. Sane. What makes you feel sane today? I'm gonna use the Elga Live deck. And then we'll go and we'll do a quick pick a card. And what do we need to know? We have the Ten of Pentacles, so again, earth energy is coming through here. And the world. Yes, right now, connect to the abundance of the world, what the earth has to offer. Now, for some of you being asked to focus on the family, on connections in the family, specifically the older connections. What I mean by older, connecting to grandparents, people who are older, connecting maybe even to people who you haven't seen for a while but you would want to see again, or you would want to come back in contact with them. This is kind of like your family tree that is being shown over here. For others of you, send a message to that maybe internet friend that you've known for a long time, or who you dearly cherish, and maybe you haven't spoken for a while. Now is the time to kind of reconnect to one another and truly be present in those conversations. Don't rush telling a story. Listen if the other person is telling you a story. Listen to them first, but listen to them fully. Don't listen to just respond. And the other person will do exactly the same back. So let's go on and let's do a quick pick a card here. Let's see the outcome of your situation now. If you have a question, how will this thing go for me? What the outcome will be? Start asking the question in your head. We're going to have 5 options as answers for those questions. Maybe one of them already pops up in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I'm gonna be starting with the Superlunaris Tarot. Mhm. The outcome of your situation. That's for group number 1. Group number 2. By the way, I'm going to be taking reversals for this portion of the reading. I've been taking reversals a bit more often for the past week. Just felt very drawn to number 1, number 2, number 3. What is the time where you're watching from? Just out of curiosity. What is the time where you are watching from? For? Nomadic 8:28, can't sleep no more. Man, I woke up super early today. I am a night owl. It's the same time for me here. I'm a night owl, and today I was like, oop, I want to get up. I want to do things. I would have slept, but I made a conscious choice. Either I get up now and start an early morning, which I don't have very often. I often go to sleep like 2, 3 a.m. Or I'm going to oversleep and I'll probably want to do nothing for the rest of the day. It's raining, it's cold outside, but it's kind of cozy indoors because it's very warm in my house. It's just nice. I'm in my bed doing a reading. I love it. It's half after midnight. Okay. Joy, so you are based somewhere in the, let me think. No, I can't guess. In the US? No? No. Yeah, maybe. Somewhere in USA. I don't have a hot cocoa, but you know what? I'm gonna make one after this reading because you reminded me that I have that, which I have forgotten about. Thank you. Oklahoma. Okay, I wasn't far off. Are you ready? Have you set your mind on a question for the outcome of a situation? If you need some more time, you can stop this live. I'm gonna start with number 1. Number 1, the outcome of your situation. And remember, we're taking reversals. So I'll show you these cards upright, but I'm gonna be reading them reversed, okay? First thing first, what you need to know about this outcome is that this will not require you to work your ass off and to keep walls up, to feel unsafe. It's not going to be that. Actually, this is your advice. Please do not build walls up in this outcome of a situation. Please do not overwork yourself, overburden yourself, or push something too much. If you won't do that, the outcome is going to be very fluid. And I'm saying fluid because it's very, I'm getting this kind of like easy flow like energy. if we don't fight against something, against the flow, if we don't burn ourselves out, if we don't push something to happen, the outcome will be positive. Does that make sense? Let's pull one more card. Hey, whoever just joined, we're doing the quick pick a card. And if anyone will be in need of reading, you know what to do. It's in the pinned comment in the comment section. The outcome of your situation. Here it is. So look, we have the Wands energy all over the place here, pile number 1. Yes, we know that you are fiery people. Yes, we know that you are very passionate and you probably want this to go a certain way. But your cards are asking you to recognize when it's time to fight, when it's time to stand up for what you believe in, but when it's time to take those hands off of the wheel and to say, let me see. Let me see, am I pushing it too much? If we're not going to push the situation, if we're not going to force something, you're going to be pretty happy with the outcome of it. And I don't know why I'm getting hints of travel, hints of diversity, hints of... I'm seeing a lot of colors. It's gonna be colorful. Now, I know a lot of you are asking about different things here. So in relationship scenario, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be passionate. In work situation, if we don't push something to happen, it's going to be very creative. You're going to be finding very creative ways of how to get the outcome that you want. Because the more rigid you are, the less creative you are. Does that make sense? That is the answer to group number 1. Group number 2. What is the outcome of your situation? Your cards are saying that any uncertainties will be cleared out. Anything that is unclear to you now will be clear somehow through work, through consistency, through determination and discipline. If you're seeking for a specific outcome, be disciplined enough and be consistent enough, you will reach the destination that you want. Does that make sense? Hard work pays off. Group number 2. For some of you, this is asking you to look for connections in your work environment. For others of you, this is asking you to invest a bit more time and energy into what you want. If you are a procrastinator, your card is asking you to find a way how to do less of that. But overall, the outcome of the situation is pretty positive here. I really like this for you. With determination and focus, you're able to achieve what you want. If basically the outcome is in your hands, pile number 2, you are the one who's going to be deciding how this will go. For example, whatever you're asking about, I'm just giving you an example. Someone who's asking, how will my grades be after I graduate? The answer to this question would be, the more work you put in, the more you study, the better the grades will be. It's in your hands. Group number 2. It is not kind of like pre-written story. It is not like, oh, this is your destiny, that's going to happen. No, for group number 2, this is saying it's in your hands completely. The more you'll invest, the better you'll have it. Anything else? We have the looking at swords here. Yeah, be clear. Group number 2. We're seeing communication here, a good communication with the other person. If you are seeking for clarity, if you are seeking for information, you get in it. But it feels like you are more so the one who's asking for it and you're getting it then. Also, for some of you, this could be you finding a job or having enough guts, balls to ask in your current job for what you want. And you're being recognized here for your work and you're getting what you need. In relationship scenario, this would be you are able to figure out any uncertainty in a situation through clear communication and hard work. Make sense? I hope it does. Group number 3, the outcome of your situation. By the way, as I said before, I'm taking reversals for this reading. So I'll show you cards upright, but I will read it in reverse. The outcome of a situation feels like someone is giving away something. Make sure, I don't know, maybe it's needed for you. Make sure you're not giving away something that truly matters to you or you treasure very much. Like a peace of mind, like your heart, to someone that isn't appreciating that, to a job, to a person. The outcome of a situation also could be that it requires someone to compromise, to give something away in order to gain something else. Does that make sense? For example, in a situation where someone moves the country, I'm giving away here what I have, right? I'm leaving it behind. I'm leaving this place behind. I'm leaving some of these things behind. I'm leaving this environment in order for me to gain something else. So it depends what you're asking about and what the situation is. It could be good giving something away here, right? Because you're gaining something else. You want something new. But for some others of you, if you feel that you are not going to be receiving as much back, then it would be giving away a piece of you to someone or something that is not maybe worth it. So the answer to your question here depends on a situation, truly. Nomadic Intuitive Reader. Haha, the season is here, time for hot remedies, yes. Packing slowly, was thinking to donate or not. A book I like, keep it now. Literally just now, okay. Here you go. Because there's, in this situation, there is a heart in something, right? We appreciate this cup very much. And either we want to gift it or we want to keep it because it matters to us so much. I'll pull one more card for group number 3. The outcome of your situation. Well, the outcome is gonna be great either way here. It feels like you are those type of people who, whatever you leave behind, over time you gain anyways. You're not super, I feel like you're not super attached to things or situations. You know, even if you'll feel sad after leaving or giving away something, over time you're going to get it back, but maybe not in the same form, but you're going to kind of fill that void anyways. Overall, this indicates for you a really good outcome. You feel good with yourself. You live in a good environment. You are appreciated where you're at overall. The Empress knows her worth. She knows what she wants. She knows who she wants to connect to. And she chooses environment and people based on that. So the outcome is abundant, I want to say. Pile number 3, the outcome is abundant. Also, beauty has something to do with The outcome of a situation for some of you is beautiful. It's nice looking. If this is for you, you will know. Four. The outcome of your situation. Oof, this is gonna be, there's a bit of tea. Now, very specific scenario here. If it's not yours, it's fine, it's not yours. The first thing that I heard with this, there isn't much love in this, but there is passion. So we're seeing a situation where, for example, someone asks, how will this relationship go? And they start dating someone, for example. Yes, there will be a lot of passion, but it feels like it's not growing into something deeper than that. The emotions are separate from passion. The love itself is separate from passion. Because we're seeing passion as something that is short-lasting here. It may be here one day, it may be gone the next day. Because this wasn't based or isn't based on love. This can go away at any point, or this can leave us at any point. Does that make sense? Now, if you're not asking about romantic relationship, if you're asking about work, if you're asking about travels, this says make sure that you have kind of matured in this situation, that you are sure enough that's what your heart desires, and you make your decisions based on where your heart wants to be. Then some sort of short-lasting pleasures. For now, I'm just going to take this job because it just pays my bills. I'll stay there for a couple of months. Where your cards are saying you could choose a job that your heart desires, or you're more invested in, you feel more invested in, so that you could use those, for example, 3 months, building yourself up and creating something that is long-lasting. Now, if someone is asking about a situation where they go on a date and they just want to kind of let their hair loose, this is a really good indication you're going to have a really great night and probably great sex. But it doesn't mean that this person will call you the next day, or you will want to call them the next day. Make sense? I don't feel like I need a third card for group number 4. If you just joined, you can go back a little bit for the beginning of this reading. And you can also check out the collective in the intro. Group number 5, the outcome of your situation is a peace of mind, literally. The outcome of a situation will make you feel, thank God I didn't overthink this so much. I trusted my soul, I trusted my gut. Thank God I have chosen a situation that has brought me much more peace than some sort of rigid energy. Thank God I based my decisions based on my soul than on my head. Overall, the outcome is peaceful. Group number 5. There is a sense of solitude, there is a sense of soul searching, there is a sense of peace. As if I want to breathe in and breathe out and say, yes, that's where I belong. Yes, that's exactly what I needed. By the way, whoever just joined, we're doing a quick pick a card. And if you're in need of a mini reading, you can book it. Go to my pinned comment in the comment section, you'll see. But this makes me think of peace. And for some of you, this is going to be pretty specific. For some of you, the outcome is peaceful because someone is not there. The outcome is peaceful because there are no fights. Or someone is not kind of picking at us, or situation is not picking at us. If someone is asking how will my move go, most likely going to be you'll find a space, a place that is very peaceful. probably live on your own or live with people who give you peace, who do not interrupt you, intrude into your space. Just giving you examples, because I know a lot of you are asking about different situations here. So the outcome is peaceful. Anything else? I'll pull from the Angel Tarot. Yeah, this will allow you time to think. The outcome will allow you time to think, to see the situation, your life from a different perspective. You kind of like hibernating a little bit, but not for a long period of time, for a short period of time, but it's going to be really beneficial to you. If you're asking about relationship, will this person reply to me or will they reach out? I'm not saying that. The Hermit is a peaceful card. I'm on my own. The communication is upside down here. The Hangman is the limbo. It's quiet. Okay, it's quiet, but it is peaceful. Maybe some of you need that peace in order to realize something that you haven't realized just yet. I hope this made sense. Let me put these cards back into the deck. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Let me know how your day is going, guys. And we're gonna do a quick yes or no in case it's still unclear for some of you. Ask in your head if you have a question to which an answer is yes or no. And we're gonna have 9 options. No, actually 7. 7 options. That's what I want. Let me check if you can see all of these cards on the screen. Perfect. If you need some more time, stop it right here. We're starting with number 1. The answer to your question is, you'll probably hate this, not the right time to know about this, not the right time to do something, give it more time overall, or the situation, the outcome requires a little bit more time. Something is off time-wise. Make sense? You can ask one more. If you liked, you can choose one more, but I feel like the timing is off here for group number 1. Something may happen not at a time that you planned it, for example. Okay? 2. It's a no. 3. Yes, definitely. 4. Working overnight, Joy. What is it that you're doing? Just out of curiosity, if you don't want to answer, that's completely fine. 4. It's a yes. 5. It's a no. 6. It's a maybe. Now, every time I get a maybe, there is a surprise factor in the outcome of the situation. So I would say you will get pleasantly surprised. It's not like a maybe yes, maybe no, it's a surprise. And it usually is like a universal surprise from God, things like that. And 7, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's A, yes. Just enjoying my tea and thinking about life. What are some things that came to your mind when you were just sitting there? I feel like you might have received quite an interesting download or a thought. I don't know why. I just picked it up right now. I'll wait for your response. If nothing came through, that's completely fine. Ooh, just had an idea. We're gonna do, I'm just taking a quick smoke break. We're gonna do I wanna keep this live like a quick outcome, pick a card. We're gonna do one for relationships. And I have these funny cards that I have played with as a kid. Can you believe I saved it for so long and I was 12 years old? I cut it out from the magazine. It was a magazine called Fortune Teller. And I would cut cards from that magazine and this one right here. So we're gonna do one for romantic life, okay? Actually, I might do a separate reading on that. I'm not sure if I should post it on this channel or on my relationship channel. If anyone doesn't know about that one, it's called with my own name, Aqua Arcana, instead of Q number 9. Nomadic intuitive reader. I was thinking about how life changes and your circle does too. Do you feel nostalgic? Do you feel like you miss your old circle, or do you feel happy that your circle has changed? Because I was thinking about this for the past couple of months as well. Joy, measuring heart rhythms on the computer, a small office in the big hospital. Oh, thank you for joining me. Such an important job, man. Mixed emotions about it. Yeah, I'm the same, man. I miss the because I completely left like my old circle when I moved here. I think I miss the buzz. I miss, like, here people are very like sophisticated. They don't really show their emotions. They're very serious. Where in London it's colorful, and I miss that a lot. And sometimes I wonder what is, well, I kind of figured out why I have to be here, but I'm kind of thinking, I'm kind of halfway. Should I explore some other places, to live, or should I stick to my home base and travel from here? I'm not sure yet. Just going with the flow. You want to go back, but you know there is no turning back, only moving forward. Yeah, that's true. And when you look back, like, at the people's lives who don't hang with anymore, but maybe are in touch, a lot has changed in their life too. So we talk to them as well. Like, we're in such different phase of life right now. Now it's much more about home and about long-term plans. What before was just like very lighthearted. I don't know how about your circle. Oh my god, sorry, an ad. Okay, let me mute this. Okay. My best friend got married, for example, so I can't be the same. So it can't be the same ever we live, even if we live in the same place again. Yup, yeah, it's one of those things that I was referring to actually. Some people are going through stuff that I have already, so again, we're in different vibrations. So if you like, you can't relate like your lifestyle, right? And what you're doing. Yeah, over here too, like I'm still so like free spirited, but people over here are very like home based. And they're building homes, they're not as much, into traveling, they're into families. It's like very, very intimate groups that we have here. Where before, everyone was like a family. See here, for example, if people go out, they like to go out in couples. Where back there in London, people would go out with couples, single people, all like mixture, and everyone would just kind of like vibe and have fun. Where here is a bit more intimate. Or you would meet a lot of strangers and make them friends throughout the evening. Where here people just communicate in their group. And I appreciate like both of these things. I think in different seasons, right? Seasons. You get to know yourself as a different person. You said I feel the moment is now. Just enjoy it, definitely. Don't forget to enjoy now, because when this moment is gone, it's gone forever. And then, yes, then you're going to miss that moment. Slavic style, definitely, man. Very Slavic. I feel like I was born in a very different place from who I actually am. But it gives me a good balance of both. Okay, let's do a relationship read, shall we? I'm going to timestamp everything for people who will be watching it in the future, so that if they don't want to just hang, they just want to get to the reading, they can. Relationship, and we're gonna have a lot of options, I believe, here. We'll see. 8 is a good number. Now, some of you can just do a curious reading. For example, since we talked a bit about the past with you here, some people sometimes just want to check, see how would their love life be or have been with a person from the past. Or some of you maybe are dating someone. Let's look. Hello, Jam. Read the map wrong before warning. Okay, let's go. Group number 1. Actually, I want to just, you know what? No, what I want to do, I'm going to spread these cards and I'll pick intuitively for each group. Group number 1, group number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8. Let me tidy the desk. How would the relationship be with a person on your mind? Or something about them as... And we're looking at the romantic situation here as a lover. Give me a moment. Let me see if all of them fit into the shot, because my live on laptop is lagging a bit, so I need to take a minute. Now, one card is a little bit out of a shot. Okay, so if you need some more time, you can think of a couple of people and ask. Choose a couple of piles over here, even though we don't have a pile, we just have one option. Let's start, shall we? Group number one. How would the relationship be with this person? Interesting. It's telling us that you would be the person who would steal this person's heart over time. And it feels like you wouldn't respond to their love the way they would respond to you. So for example, over time, maybe your love for this person would become a little bit colder. This person is being represented, it's not in English, is being represented as someone who steals people's hearts. Maybe you tend to be flirtatious, maybe you're very passionate, and maybe over time, maybe routine or something would kick in and you wouldn't feel the same with this person over time. And there is a big possibility that you would want to leave this relationship. Some of you may want to fix it, may want to choose, working on this relationship to get the spark back. But we're seeing that the spark is gone after some time in pile number one. And again, it's not to say that it's unfixable, right? Relationship takes work. It's completely up to you how it would go, or it would have gone. If you're asking about the past, how would have been. Number two. These are my witches. This relationship would go towards a really good direction, but you know why? Because of you. Because you would know, maybe you read a lot of books and practiced quite a lot in your everyday life, in your relationships, how to be a good partner in a relationship, where sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes it takes compromise. Sometimes maybe you do things that you don't want to because your partner likes to. And of course, it has to go both ways. But it feels like in group number two, this relationship would have gone to a really good direction because of how you navigate the relationship. Almost as if you are the leader of relationship, not to say that you are organizing all the dates and da-da-da. Not in that way. You lead by good example, and the person catches up very fast because they have that potential as well to be a really good partner. And you lead a good relationship. Where, for example, if someone who's a bit chaotic, or they don't have their emotions, they're all over the place, they don't know how to tame or how to balance their emotions properly, they would probably have not a very healthy relationship with that person. Where you have a really good potential to have a good, healthy relationship. But it's a lot to do with the way that you navigate the relationship and the way you navigate your emotions in the relationship. Okay, I like that. Group number three, how would this relationship go? Okay, regarding the situation, it feels like this is a person, whoever you're asking about or you have on your mind, this is someone who is a bit of a flirt, charismatic person, where this person tends to reel people, potential partners or suitors in. And there's a lot of flirt, there's a lot of fire. But at the end, it feels like it could go 50-50. Either this person is still very young or not as mature, and this would kind of die out. Either this person just has this character trait in them where they like to explore options and they're not ready to settle for one. We're seeing someone here who would want to probably look elsewhere at some point. We're seeing someone here who is either not as mature or who hasn't had enough time to kind of run around and explore in their life. This is not a mature and long-lasting potential in a relationship, and it's because of who the person is or how old they are or their maturity level. Number 4, how would this relationship go? This is one of the strongest cards here. This is almost like a destined relationship, and I don't use it lightly. I don't like to throw this around, but that's what this card indicates. We see a star. It says the wishes come true, and it's called the stars of a true, real love. So this relationship has a lot of potential to be a great relationship, but it's not going to come without challenges. This reminds me of two people choosing one another over and over and over again. And this is that couple that you see holding hands together once they are 80 years old. But it's because how they navigated the struggles in the relationship and because they have chosen one another again and again and again. This is the real love, real mature love type of relationship here. And for some of you, just something that I want to say, some of you may meet at the wrong time. And what I'm saying wrong is just for you to understand, because it's actually not going to be a wrong time. You will have to meet, but maybe something will happen where maybe some of you will decide either to go and live to another place or do something for yourself as an individual, which may make you disconnect from one another. But then it feels like the more you both do things for yourselves, the happier, the stronger you become, the more you realize that you truly want to choose one another. Does that make sense? I don't know why I just heard home and away randomly like this for someone out there. 5. The outcome of this relationship. Now, in this relationship, we're being shown that one person puts the other person on a pedestal, and it ends up being as a disbalanced relationship. The one person seeks for the other so much, and the other person doesn't, because someone has almost like it's just an advice, group number 5. Do not put a person on a pedestal. You both are equals. There is a potential in this relationship if both people see one another as equal partners. Not that one person, is giving more than the other constantly. In that case, it's probably not going to work. But if both people look at each other as very valuable individuals, and their actions say that, then this relationship has a lot of potential. If not, if someone keeps chasing the other and the other doesn't invest as much, this is going to be love from one side. One-sided love, basically. Makes sense? Number 6. I feel like I want to clarify. This is the first pile that I want to clarify for. Let's see. Weird things in this pile. What we're seeing here, cards are talking a little bit about the past life. In the past life, you were siblings. Either you were brother and sister, cousins, or father and a child, mother and a child, something like that. And it may show up in weird things in this relationship, like it may show up in some way in this relationship. But overall, this is a relationship that has potential. But this is a slippery business because this is a relationship that would witness a situation where one person at some point has a very, very low point in life. Either they're struggling with something personal, either something happens in their life, and the other person stands by them. Now, for some of you, I'm seeing that you won't be able to go through that. That may create too much chaos or disbalance in relationship, or some of you may not have enough patience whilst dealing with that person at that time, where others would push through. And this relationship would become a very close, very family-oriented relationship. There is a bit of 50-50 here because it also depends on the other person, how they're going to deal with that situation when they're at the lowest, how they're going to treat you. Also, how you're going to treat them and how much patience and stamina you have during that time. In this relationship, I'm seeing that people may encourage, may witness a situation where someone hits their low point, and that's a challenge of relationship, and it's in both people's hands how they're going to navigate that situation. Okay, number 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The outcome of this situation. The outcome of this relationship, there would be a lot of fire. There would be a lot of probably sex. It's gonna be fiery. But even phone sex or like sexy pictures, great time in bed. But I feel that this relationship would be mostly based on that. And it may become a relationship that is just physically based, because I'm not seeing emotions here. I'm not seeing depth or maturity of love, at least right now. Maybe it has potential to grow over time, but from what the cards are showing, I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing almost like hidden energy. So maybe some of you are asking about someone who's in a relationship. I have to hide this, or you know deep down that this is not a good situation for you. You don't want to talk to your friends or your family about that. There's an icky feeling about this, but the chemistry may be so strong that you keep going back to what you know is not really good for you. So it's up to you what you're gonna do with this situation. Makes sense? And group number 8. I want to clarify for this one. Bear with me. Yeah, okay. This is a similar energy. Okay, Couple of situations. If you are choosing a person who has a family or who puts other responsibilities before you, then this is gonna end up in bitter tears. That's what we have right here. In hurtful tears. Another situation, if you know that this person tends to flirt with a lot of people or is not very settled, this may end up in tears again. For a little part of you, this relationship may have a potential for a family, for emotions, like mature emotions. I'm seeing family tree. And it's only because I'm seeing someone goes over the phase quickly, the phase of like unsettledness quickly, or quickly realizes where their priorities lie. Okay? So it's up to someone's maturity or how they love themselves. The outcome of a situation depends on that. There is potential of hurt here, it's very strong. The underlying potential of hurt. Because we have the flirtatious person right here. This is a king of a forbidden love. Next to it we have hurtful tears. And we have the moon of a forbidden love. So there is some sort of interference here that takes place in this relationship that may cause a lot of hurt. Now next to it we have the family love moon, meaning that for some of you maybe there is some sort of interference, or you put yourself in a third party situation, or you know very well that this person's focus is on work right now, but you're still pursuing the relationship, even if you are a person who seeks for someone to be home more often, and you know it would hurt you, right? So be very clear with your choice here, group number 8. That's something that I would want to say. Be honest to yourself, how this would impact you in a long term. But that's what I have for all of you. I hope this made sense and this was helpful. I'm going to go on now and do, I think I'm going to focus on content, do a couple of reels, do picker cards, and I will leave you all. Thank you for joining me here today and joining the chat. I appreciate talking to you, and I will see you all in the next live. Bye for now.